on the radio, been watching since a baby, so I'm representing Casey Mo. Casey Mo, roll. I'm representing Casey.
Hi, Kansas Sports TV here, back with another video, and today we'll be reviewing the Sporting Kansas City game. And then you can also watch previews for March Madness, which is going on right now if you're watching this video around March Madness 2017. We'll be talking about Kansas State, and Wichita State, and their fortunes in the NCAA tournament. Now, on the Sporting Kansas City, I predicted the lineup exactly right. He stuck with the exact same lineup that we played against DC United in the first game. And the thing was that it was kind of like a repeat of the first game, but with a few twists. The attack was really lacking, and my score prediction was obviously wrong, as it was another 0-0. And it just was really lacking. But one of the reasons it was mainly reacting was, if you look at the stats, you had possession, we had shots, and FC Dallas had a few shots, and they had a few pretty good chances. One of them that they should have scored was offsides, but would have counted because the referee didn't call it AR. But FC Dallas really annoyed me during the game because they parked the bus big time, and they were really just wanted a point. They were playing for a 0-0. They wanted a draw. That's all they wanted. Coming to Children's Mercy Park after their win at LA Galaxy, they were going to take 4 points from the two first games on the road and start their starting 11 against in the Champions League, CONCACAF Champions League coming up. And they really rotated their side for this game, and they played a 4-5-1 formation. But the two wingers really dropped. They just dropped back, and they played like a 6-3-1. And it was outrageous because they basically had between 6 and 8 players. Usually had like 4 or 5 players parking their bus, and a few of them would come up to midfield, and they attack with 2 or 3 players at the most. And they would only look to hit on the counter, and very rarely did they look at the holding the counter. Now, they were doing what they thought they needed to, but it was really frustrating because it was very hard to break down, which is partly our fault. And I think there's a main reason why we did struggle to break down the team parking the bus so much with our 4-3-3 system. You know, we possessed the ball, had more shots, and we had a couple of chances that we could have scored. We could have nicked the game, but I don't think it was good enough. Even if we would have nicked the game, I don't think it was good enough. And that's because of our attack. Gerso has been really talented in his first couple of games, but his in ball is just poor. It is really poor, and really struggling to do anything with the ball, whether it's shooting, crossing, anything. And it's really disappointing from Gerso right now. Even though he's beating people, he's just not doing anything with the ball after he's beating them. He's not doing the final thing. He's not doing the easy part of his job, and it's really frustrating. But Geronda's been okay. He's really adapting from moving up from left back to now he's playing like left wing, right wing, depending on which side he's on. And he's not been doing bad, but he's not been doing great. He had a half chance, so it would have been hard to put it on target, but he really skied and he kind of hurt himself in the act, but he was fine. He continued on in the game. And Dom Dwyer, I really want to get into Dom Dwyer because as a Sporting Kansas City fan, most people love him. He works hard, he works his butt off, but he's 5'8", 5'9", and against a team that's parking the bus, we're playing those two wingers that'd be crossing the ball. Their in-ball quality has been really poor this year, and Dom Dwyer scored 15, 20 goals the last couple of seasons. We've been really struggling to get the ball to him. Part of the reason is lack of size, and there's questions, I think, from a few people I know that whether we should have maybe another striker to play in these types of games. We're going to park the bus. We're going to have a taller striker who can beat defenders off the air. The Wire can beat defenders. Anybody his size is better than 99% of people his size can win headers. For 5'8", 5'9", he's amazing. But he's not 6'1" Lewandowski. If you don't want to look at a team that plays a 4-3-3 this year, Bayern Munich, which is my favorite team in Europe, they're playing a 4-3-3. They dropped Muller, playing Lewandowski, Ribery, and Robin up front, preferably. And that 6'1" striker gives you the option to header the ball. And Dom Dwyer, while he can header the ball, he doesn't really give you the option to get up and get to those higher up balls and jump above defenders, the tall center backs. And it's been really frustrating to watch because we all love Dom Dwyer, but it's been really frustrating. It's just a really frustrating game, and the 0-0 draw was probably deserved. But Teef Blessing came as a substitute. Our first substitute was like, holy crap! Peter Vermeer's made a substitute this year. It was like, wow. But he was a sitter in like the 91st minute, and that was a really good chance, and he really should have put it away. I know he's a young kid developing. He looked really good when he was on the field for the last about 20 minutes. And maybe he could take Madronda's spot because he looked almost more frightening than Madronda did that game. But it was really good to see. Hadn't really seen a lot from him besides preseason. Haven't seen him in a good game. But it would have been a really nice debut goal winner if he would have put that away. And it was just really frustrating game to watch. And hopefully next game will come out better with more attacking threat and be able to put some goals away, as we haven't seen a single goal in a Sporting game this season, which is really weird because usually there's quite a few. But at least we've kept 2 clean sheets and had the possession. So, go Sporting Kansas City, and see you guys later.
On the radio, been watching since a baby, so I'm representing Casey Mo. Casey Mo.